I don't know why, if I'm sharing, I cannot share in the chat. Let me see. Oh, yes, I can. I'm going to start sharing this. Well, not yet.
So let me kick it off. Welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. This is Amazing Communities Power Half Hour. We are bringing these sessions to help all of us learn a new skill in a matter of 30 minutes, something that you can immediately apply as soon as you're done. And we're thrilled today to have Fanny Krivoy, who is a designer, an educator, a real passionate advocate for inclusion in everything and anything we do. But she is an incredible facilitator, and she's facilitated many sessions for Amazing Community. She's helped us design the brand. So all the beautiful colors, all the conversations we're going to have today, it's all applied to how Amazing Community operates as well. So hopefully you'll learn something. This is about a conversation. So ask questions, share your comments if you want to dive into anything. I'll be monitoring the chat for any issues. And with that, let's dive into it.
Okay, we're just going to give 1 more minute for people to join. In the meantime, do you mind putting in the chat where you're calling from and what tools do you use to collaborate? Because Miro is really a collaboration tool. And it's a virtual collaboration tool, although we end up using it for when we're in person as well, because it's so versatile. So if you don't mind adding in the chat, what do you like using for collaboration? And we'll give people 1 more minute to join. Yeah, Google, Miro, Mural, Slack, Abu Dhabi, New Jersey, Maryland, Google Slack, Brooklyn and G Suite, Vancouver, G Suite too. It's very popular.
Boston even.
Boston. Oh yeah, Miss Kathleen, Boston, Google Slack. In Vancouver, we said that. Los Angeles, G Suite, Zoom breakout rooms, and whiteboards. In Boston Beach, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google, Slack. Oh, the question is what tools, where are you based and what tools do you use to collaborate? Okay. Because this is very short, do you think that we should start, Stella?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to use a Miro board, and this is what the Miro board looks like. I'm just going to show you very quickly, and then I'll give you the link so that you can all zoom in and start working. So Miro is like having a wall in your room where everybody uses Post-its. And what's amazing is that then it has so many tools. You can even take pictures of Post-its in the real world and it will translate them into a Miro board so you can keep track of them. So, but today we're going to work on the Miro board and we're all going to be there at the same time. Stella, do you mind sharing the link to the Miro board? And each of us, when you get there, grab one of these tracks. So each of us is going to have, you see one of these tracks, go to one and grab it. And the way you do it is at the very bottom, sorry, there's a plus and a minus. And I'm going to bring you all anyway, when you start joining to here. The way you move around is that you press your space bar and you'll see a little hand instead of the cursor like you see it now. And you can move up and down to any track that you like. And when you're there, to zoom in, if you're in a Mac, you do Command plus, or you use the plus and the minus here on the bottom right where there's a little map. And you're going to grab one of those tracks and in the name, double click and put your name in it, like I just did. I'm going to do it again. So you, with the space bar, you get a hand, you move where you want it, click on the name label, and then type your name. And if you have any questions or something's not working for you, let me know. So it's going to be like this, and then zoom in so that your name is pretty big. Okay, it looks like people are starting to come in. Okay, Zuhal found a way to do it. Let me just zoom out to make sure that everybody can. Christopher did it. Dave, Pam. By the way, nobody's watching you. You can make mistakes. We won't see it. We're all concentrated in what we're doing.
Can you explain it one more time how you get your name?
Yeah. So when you get to the place, are you in a position of a row, Kathleen?
Not yet.
Okay. So I'm going to bring you to me, and then we're going to do this together. Okay. So you should be seeing on your board the
See it,
name Fanny,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit on your, do you have a Mac?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit on the space bar. You
Yeah.
get a hand, and
Yeah.
then click and drag upwards. Click and drag upwards until you see it. Row 3 has name on it. Nobody's in it. You double click on the word name and type your name there.
Got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to the next step. So if you zoom in a lot, you will see there's an empty Post-it note, and it says, write your favorite color in the Post-it before. So you just double click on the Post-it and type the color that you like. And then you click outside to just let it sink. Stella, if you can keep an eye on the board to tell me when people are done, because so that I don't have to zoom in and out as much, that would be super helpful.
That's good.
How are we doing?
I think it's pretty much done. You
Okay,
can-
let's go to the next one. Click on the previous Post-it. So you copy it and you paste it. So you can do Command C and Command V and paste it to the next square. Holy. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to click on that Post-it and drag it to the next one. Just drag it, click and drag. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Looks like, yep.
Okay, then it says again, click and drag the previous Post-it to this area and change the color. The way you change the color is if you click once on the Post-it, you're gonna see this control bar. There's a yellow there. You can just change the color to any color that you like. And you'll see, this is to get acquainted with this toolbar. This on the left, you can change the shape, the type of element it is. You can change the font size, you can change the font, you can change the alignment, you can add links, the color, you can add tags, icons, you can lock it. So everybody chose a color?
Looks like yes.
Okay, and then you're gonna drag this Post-it to this orange area, and then once you click, you're gonna get 4 dots in the corner, enlarge it to match the size of the orange area. I feel I'm missing out because I'm not seeing everybody.
You're good.
We're good? Okay, so let's keep going to the right. Double click on the card below. This is another format that they have. Double click on the card below and fill out the blank. So when the pandemic is over, I want to fill out that blank so that I can. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say travel by plane so that I can go to a warm beach. Okay.
Almost there, but not yet. People are still
Okay.
typing.
Any questions? We're okay so far?
So far, so good.
So Fanny, you're giving an example of how like this virtual team here today might be working on an exercise and we're going through it laterally.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it more, but if you zoom out, look, when I zoom out, you can see everybody working. You now have like, usually when it's a team, you can see their names, but you
Yeah.
can see how everybody is working at the same time as you are. And we're gonna do a co-creation in a second.
Yeah, no, it's great.
But first, I wanted you to get acquainted to how to move around and what to do with it,
Mhm,
so that
easy,
when
yeah.
we co-create, we can do it. Okay, let's go to the next step. And it says, write 4 reasons why somebody might not want to go rock climbing without a rope.
I see one reason, death.
I just saw an amazing documentary and I forgot the name of it. This guy that climbed the highest mountain without ropes. And
Was it Free Solo?
Yeah, that's
It
it.
was so good.
It was so good, but pretty scary.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Good.
People have halfway through, so we still almost there. So maybe in a few seconds.
Okay.
All right. I think we're
Okay,
good.
so now we have a tricky one. Here you have to zoom in a lot in that blue circle to read what's inside the circle. There's a quote there and you have to zoom really, really well. Once you read it, you're gonna use the space bar, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, follow the dots. This is a really important functionality in Miro. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. Okay, so now you have a card. Type in the card the quote that you just read in the blue circle.
Oh my God.
Julian. Going back and forth in Miro is one of the things that we do all the time.
I'm having trouble picking it up. What am I missing?
Where are you, Pam?
So I have my hand over the blue circle.
Uh-huh. Were you able to zoom in?
Yes.
Okay, so now if you want to zoom out a bit so that it's
Okay.
easier to find, so you can do 2 things. One is you can press V on the keyboard to kick and drag all the way down the line, or
But
you
I
can
think
press and
I think
hold.
your question, Fanny, is how did you grab it? Like, how did you copy it?
Oh, no, oh, because it's locked. No, you have to remember it.
Oh,
Hang on one second. Let me just do something about my.
It's actually picking it up that I'm having trouble with. It doesn't seem to be moving.
It's locked. That's one feature of Miro where you lock certain objects. So you can, many times when you have a lot of people working at the same time, some objects are locked, so you don't have to move them around or kind of confuse others. So this is the
Actually,
case. Yep.
but let's teach them how to unlock. That's a
Yeah.
really good one.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if you,
But hold
if
on,
you,
what, sorry, before we do that, what were you wanting us to do? Because I think I got confused.
I'm confused too.
oh, I want you to read the quote in
Yeah,
the
we did
circle
that.
and
Yeah.
type it in the card at the end of the dotted line.
So
Type
when
you
you
want-
say hand to the right,
Yes.
you just mean, oh, you didn't, I thought you
Not
wanted to
move the circle.
drag it to the right.
That's
No,
what
no,
I
you
thought
just-
too.
Oh, that was
You
not
just-
clear.
You just move yourself with the hand.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
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 I can change it next time I do this. I'll say copy the circle and move to the right. But moving a circle to the right while you span is hard. So when you get to the card that has like a blank in it, you just type there the quote.
Okay. I was making it way too hard.
No, but it's an excellent question to dive into the unlocking.
Yes, we will show you how.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was supposed to copy it, the quote, and put it over there. Is that how I know what the quote was?
Yeah, or no, you can just remember it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
then
clearly
you can-
are not in, you clearly are not in menopause.
Well, remember something about it, 2 words about it.
Okay.
That was good.
I had to write it down.
Fair enough. And then when you cross the finish line, just type your name in the Post-it note. And you're going to get a little reward. I see some lines moved over somehow.
That's the reason for locking.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Okay.
I'm going to move them down again.
Okay.
How do you undo?
Command Z.
Or Control C if you're in a PC.
Oh, Control C. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you
Okay.
can Put your name.
Okay. Put your name in the
the box.
Post-it. You get a little reward. And now we're going to do a co-creation session. Okay, so now I'm going to move you somewhere else. So I'm going to bring you to me. And on the left, if you can look at Zoom for a second, on your left, there's a bar. And the first, below the arrow, there's a little icon that it's for templates. And this is one of the amazing things about Miro. You can use templates. They have templates for everything, for brainstorming, for event planning, for product development, for prioritization methods, for really everything, timelines. So we're going to, I'm going to look for one for brainstorm. And we're going to use, actually, I'm going to show you how to use a mind map here. Okay, so we're going to do a mind map together. The way that this is one of my favorite ones. And can you see my screen? Let me bring you where I am in the board. So let's brainstorm about something. Like what are the best things that work in a collaboration session?
Do you want us to be looking at Zoom or at the actual?
Yeah, you can go now to the board.
Okay.
Go to your board. You should be where I am. And the way that this works is that you'll see plus signs on either side. So we can say things that don't work to the left, things that work to the right, and start typing ideas in the buckets. And then you can expand on each of them.
Oh,
What is on the left and what's on the right?
Let's do on the left things that don't work and things on the right that do work. So I'm going to put labels there. Sorry, my dog is very excited about a visitor outside. So yeah, so you can add post-its. You can also double click on this mind map structure. You can comment, for example, there's this comment tool.
so this is a way to get everyone's opinion at the same time of two opposing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And then what's nice is that you start seeing what others write and you can add comments to them, right? Yes, and listening to others, collaboration. What doesn't work? Too many people, domineering personalities, lack of rapport, I would say also. So this gives you a sense of how it feels as if we're almost in the same room doing this, right? It just, there's something about the immediacy of people's comments. I love how people are taking advantage of it and using different strategies, no judgment. We can add more to both sides. One thing that I didn't talk much about, I don't know if all of you can see in the bottom right of your screen,
Yeah.
there's a little map that collapses and expands. You have the plus and the minus, and you have a snapshot of the whole board, because sometimes these boards can get really, really big. And this helps you go directly where you want to go if you know where it is.
Fanny, can you give us examples, for someone who may be just learning Miro or someone who knows it well, what you can start out with within your teams, what to do? Is it primarily brainstorming? Is it more, like a design thinking, what are a couple of things people consider of how to apply to it?
It really is good for many things. I can show you some examples. For example, if you are planning a process, I'm going to bring you to me where I am in the board. So there are templates like this. I think you recently learned an image of something. For example, I use it a lot for warm-ups. Post a photo of yourself, post your favorite, your favorite book, and then all the content gets together. Even for my students, when they do work, I ask them to upload it here, and it looks as if we're looking at a wall full of work. It just brings everybody together. There are other templates that you can see here that work really well. Oh, it's really good for voting, for example. They have this template. For example, you post lots of ideas and you ask people to grab the circles and vote on the different ideas. So for example, if we were in our little mind map where we were, and we would say, okay, everybody, I'm going to give you a circle here. I pasted a circle in the middle, and I'm going to color it pink like Amazing Community. And so if you want to grab the circle and vote for your favorite idea, you can see also like the opinion, how you can go to the circle, copy it, and then paste it to the best idea that you think, right? And then you can see everybody voting, and it gives you a sense of where the group wants to go as a group.
Really visually, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then there are other, for example, here, you can see concept maps, journey maps. You can see how there's a whole timeline here, and you can create your own templates, or you can use their templates and modify them. And you can see, if you see my screen, you can use it pre-filled if you want to use their categories and their cadence, or you can use a blank template and you put the labels on the categories that you like. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions before we wrap up? Because I know we're almost at the half hour.
Nope.
But you all, I mean, you all made it to the end. That's pretty impressive.
What's their business model? Is it like a Slack thing where you can use some for free and then you pay?
Well, they have, you can have one board for free, I believe.
Mhm.
And then if you want several boards, they have different plans, but they're very affordable. They're very inexpensive.
Mhm.
And if you're affiliated with an educational institution, you are able to get it for free as well.
Yeah. And then, I mean, most companies now are really getting subscription to them because it just makes work so much easier. But you can definitely go today, get an account, and start putting some things together for free.
Terrific.
There are also lots of videos available. If you go on YouTube, there's lots of Miro training videos available that are super useful.
Thank you, Paula. And I think we can start
The
wrapping
wrap
up.
Okay.
So first of all, we would love your feedback. You can post or capture the QR code, or I pasted in the chat the link to our survey. Would love to hear from you on how we may be able to improve, what went well, and any other suggestions that you think will enhance your experience with these sessions. We also wanted to let you know that we have a few upcoming events. First one is on the 2nd of June. We have one of our partners, Matheson, that places people from diverse segments into organizations that are really committed to diversity. So hopefully you'll be able to join. Most of these sessions are really about learning skills as opposed to hearing it as about the pitch. We also have another session with our own fellow member of the core team on the cybersecurity. So David Miller will be teaching that one. And then we have another collaboration with a UK-based organization that is building unforgettable experiences. So this really is encouraging carers in all of us. And please take advantage of all the other events that we have posted on Amazing Community. We have some exciting activities. We have one opportunity on June 8th to provide feedback to a yoga online platform that also uses artificial intelligence to give you suggestions on alignment and postures. And just stay tuned for all of our newsletters and programming. And we are an amazing community. Its mission is to expand the work horizon, and we together learn, create content. We navigate this digital world together. Our sweet spot is age, gender, and technology, and we believe that we as a community can improve the world for not only women over 45, but anyone who is interested to stay current and interested to explore the opportunities different technologies are bringing to our world. With that, please create your profile and join Amazing Community to stay on top of the newsletters and communications we send out. And looking forward to seeing you at the future events.
And I just want to show you one last thing about the Miro board. So look how I pasted everything from today on my Miro board. So on the left, we had the slides that we wanted to share. Then we had the tracks that you all did. And then we had additional templates on the right that we were going to explore. So it can really grow as much as you need to. And you don't need to move from, from platform to platform as you're presenting. I hope this was helpful. I thought
Very interesting.
Yeah. Excellent, Fanny.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a sense.
Reach out if you need anything. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Have a great weekend.